Welcome to our 5 on 5. Please welcome back Randy McKay, the Executive Director of Jefferson Live. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming.
Great to be back.
Yeah, so getting an update on the Holly. It's something you've been working on for a few years now. So kind of where do we stand with an opening and a projected date and what's happening right now with the project?
Great question. Let me back up just to say that we've got about 12 months worth of construction to do on the project. And so when fundraising allows us to really start on that project, we'll be open 12 months later. My hope is that we can say we'll be having an opening by the end of 2019. But we've got a little fundraising to go yet. Yeah,
and so you guys have met your your previous fundraising goal. It sounds like construction has really, or the cost of it, to be more accurate, has really changed the project and your goals.
Right. When you have a project that has been in the planning phases since 2011, when the recession was at its worst, and it is now ready to roll in 2018, when the economy is really rolling and the construction industry is booming, costs have greatly accelerated past what we were originally expecting from our cost estimates. So we've got about another $2 million to raise, but we have exceeded our original fundraising goal, which was $4.3 million. We've raised $5 million. So we've done well, but there's a little bit further to go before construction really gets underway in earnest. That said, we are going to be starting the next phase of construction next month in June. And that'll take us a few months to get through the demolition phase, which unfortunately makes the theater look worse before it gets better. But that's where you got to go next. Exactly.
Okay. So that's starting in June. Correct. Do people have a chance to kind of check it out before you guys start demolition?
Absolutely. This is your last chance to really get a look at the Holly Theater in the before phase. So on Saturday, June 2nd, we're doing an open house from 10 to 2. It's free. Feel free to stop by, take a look at the theater. We'll have some folks there who can tell you a little bit about what the project is meant to be and what you'll see when you come back on opening night versus what you see when you're in there now. But it's really that last chance to get a look at the space before we start to tear into it.
Yeah, you gotta create. You gotta build anew. If you will.
Absolutely.
Okay, very nice. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll have much more in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Randy McKay from Jefferson Live. So we're talking about the Holly and all the work that you guys have as an organization to put into this. So you started fundraising efforts in 2011. Different economy back then.
It was a very different economy back then.
Yeah, and so the fundraising efforts, you reached your original goal, but the goalposts have changed. It now costs a lot more to build.
That's correct. When you start a project like this, you don't have all the plans in place as you're starting to do the construction estimating and the fundraising, so you use a concept to do your estimating from, and once you actually have plans and can go out to bid, often you find that there's some difference. But the length of time and the change in the economy since we did those original estimates is really where we've seen the difference. Costs are up across the board, but for example, just lumber alone has risen 50% in the 7 years we've been at this project. So costs accelerating means that there's a little more fundraising work to do.
Stronger economy didn't necessarily help you with the construction costs.
It's a little easier on the fundraising side, but it also means the project costs more now.
Fair point. Okay, so you mentioned demolition is going to start in June, so you guys are having that June 2nd open house, and anyone can come to that.
Absolutely. In fact, we'd love for the community to come check out the theater, learn a little bit more about the plans, find out how they can get involved if they wish. But really, it's a chance to see the before of the theater before we start tearing into it, and you can't come back in until we're done and have made it safe again. So
this is a hard hat and proper supervision.
This is the last chance to really get a peek at the theater before we start into it.
Okay, and if people want to find out more information on the open house or how to help or those efforts, what's the best way for them to go about that?
Absolutely. hollytheater.org is the place to go, and theater is THEATRE.org.
I was about to ask that. I was going to make sure I wrote it down. All right, Randy, good to see you. Thanks so much.
Thank you for your time.
All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.